Hey guys, Ms. Subin here, and I'm going to help you start with the first couple of examples. So as we get into graphing, we're going to start talking about how equations relate to coordinates. So let's talk about solutions to equations. Now we've been solving equations for a really long time, but today we're just performing a test to see if a given coordinate makes an equation true. If it makes the equation true, the coordinate is the solution. So let's go ahead and jump in with this first example. So for this first example, we were given 3x minus 2y equals negative 14, and our coordinate is 2 and 5. Now this coordinate actually has two variables in it that's given to us. We're told that x is 2 and y is 5. And that's because a coordinate is always a xy coordinate. It's always an x and a y. The first number is x, and the second number is a y. So let's use that to plug it into our equation. Now for every problem I've given you this green box, I'd like for you to type this first step in the green box so it's the same place for everyone. Then after that you can show your work however you'd like. So in that first box, I'm looking for the original equation. But instead of x, I'm going to look at my coordinate and see my x value is 2, since it's the first number of our coordinate. And then instead of y, I'm going to put 5, because that's the second value in our coordinate. And we're going to test to see if this coordinate makes the equation true. Now, true means that the equal sign is true, that this is a true equation. So let's see. I don't see any variables to solve for, so I'm just going to follow order of operations. I see parentheses, so the first thing I'm going to do is multiply the 3 times the 2 and the negative 2 times the 5. Well, 3 times 2 I can rewrite as 6, and negative 2 times 5 gives me a negative 10. And then we still have negative 14 after the equal sign. We're still trying to see if this is true. Is 6 minus 10 equal to negative 14? Well, I can do this in my head, but if you can't, go ahead and put in the calculator 6 minus 10 and see what you get. There's no variable here, so you don't need to move something or try to add 6 or add 10 to both sides. There's no variable. We can just do 6 minus 10. Well, 6 minus 10 in the calculator gives me a negative 4. And let's see if that's equal to negative 14. Are negative 4 and negative 14 the same? Do they have the same value? No. Negative 4 and negative 14 do not have the same value. So I can say with confidence that 2, 5 is not a solution for the equation that was given to us. So I'm going to use my mouse and I am going to put this in as no. This coordinate did not make the equation true. Negative 4 equals negative 14 is not true, so the equation is not true. All right, let's continue with example 2. So for example 2, what I'm going to do, I am going to, first thing, identify the x value and the y value. Now the x value is this first number, so let me label that x, and our y value is the 4. And it's because coordinates are always x and then y. So in my green box, I'm going to go ahead and substitute, instead of 2x, I'm going to do 2 negative 3. And then I'm going to add that to 7y, but instead of y, I'm going to put the y value, which in our coordinate was 4. So I took the equation that was given to me, but everywhere I saw x, I put negative 3. And everywhere I saw y, I put 4. So there's no variables. We're not solving for a variable. We're just simplifying this equation to see if it's true. First thing I'm going to do is take care of that multiplication. I can multiply the 2 and the negative 3, which is negative 6. And I can also multiply the positive 7 and the positive 4, which is 28. And that set that equal to 22. And then finally, there is no variable to solve for, so I don't need to add 6 to both sides. I don't need to subtract 28. I'm just going to put together negative 6 and positive 28. Negative 6 plus 28 I can put in the calculator. There's no variables, so there's no problem. Let's see what we get. Negative 6 plus 28, when I put it in the calculator or when I do it in my head, I end up with 22. And we're seeing, is that equal to 22? Yeah, it is. Since when we followed our order of operations and simplified the one side, it equaled the same answer. This one is true. So negative 3, 4 is a solution to the equation that was given. See if you can continue with the problems below this. If you need more help, use that raise hand function. Good luck.